let's talk about it. Jaxon Smith-Njigba.
Thank you.
Ohio State, 6 foot, 196. Some of the pros I had for him: slot monster, short area quickness, great hands when catching contested balls over the middle, at least. Not really on
to back up the elite short area quickness. 3-cone, fastest in like 10 years.
You know, Joey loved that 3-cone.
Oh god, Joey's probably just beating off to him.
Nice.
3-cone, 6.57, 97th percentile. 20-yard shuttle, 3.93, 97%.
Nice.
And
very nice.
That shows up when he's running routes. He's in and out of the breaks quick, and I love him with the ball. Much better with the ball than I thought. And the thing that sucks is he did all this the year before because he played 2 games, hurt his hamstring, and was like, I think my draft stock will be fine, which kind of sucks for the evaluation process, but, you know, it's just what it is, I guess. I mean, you would never hear that story 5 years ago, 6 years ago. But I think with the COVID, and it was like, hey, Jamar Chase didn't play football for a whole year, and he's the 5th pick in the draft. I think we're good.
Right.
I love how he plays through contact. Really like it.
Yeah, like I said, contested balls over the middle, at least, you know, catching those type. But to me, I don't think he's that amazing with the ball in his hands. I think there's guys in this class that are a lot better with the ball in their hands than him. He's just not all that good of a crazy athlete, you know. So he's a 2-level player.
So I think he's going to be a guy who's quicker than he is fast. Mm-hmm. If he came to the combine and ran a 4.39 or a 4.42, because this reminded me of Justin Jefferson in the pre-draft situation. And I know they're going to say, Justin Jefferson, look how good he is now. Coming out, guys, if you don't remember, if there's any young viewers, you remember, everyone was like, we don't know if he can win on the outside. He's just a slot guy. How fast is he? He runs a 4.42. People are like, holy shit, we thought he was running 4.55. And it kind of changed the trajectory of where he was going to get picked. Yeah. And it kind of made me think like, damn, that's really fast. And if Jaxon Smith-Njigba had a similar thing, I was going to be a lot more confident on the outside. But since he hasn't run, it just kind of makes me think you're going to be a slot-only guy. He can be really good at that. But I just don't know about winning on the outside. And, you know, you play with C.J. Stroud, you play with Fields, you're never the number 1 guy.
Look, he's never going to be an alpha. That's the way I see it. And look, I told you this earlier before we even did the recording, and we were talking about receivers really early. I was like, put it this way. If you're Baltimore, do you draft them? Fuck no.
If you're Baltimore, do you draft any receiver, though? Like, what receiver are you going to say other than maybe...
I would have a better chance swallowing that pill with Jordan Addison or with a Quentin Johnson than a Jalen Hyatt and...
I think Jalen Hyatt's what they need, Baltimore.
Or a Jackson Smith.
I think Jalen Hyatt's what they need in Baltimore, though.
Yeah, but Jalen Hyatt, what is he going to be? Marquise Brown?
That's what they need. They need someone to...
They traded him. They obviously don't...
Because he didn't want to stay there because he didn't want to play with Lamar. But that's fine. That's whatever. So my whole point with Jaxon Smith is I think he has the potential to be a number 1. But again, I'm a little more skeptical than I was if I had all the numbers. And I know the 40 doesn't always count because guys like Cooper Kupp didn't run a fast 40, right? But he's just so fluid in and out. Antonio Brown, the player, not the gremlin, he's not a guy who had a fast 40, and he could win on the outside because he was so fluid in and out of the breaks. And you know what? He got faster in the NFL. Yeah. What did AB run at the 40? Like 4.6? Mm-hmm. So it's not always the end-all, be-all. But this guy, you know, I would have liked to see him winning on the outside in college, which you don't really see a lot of.
Well, you know what? A little bit of it was he played with great guys. Yeah. That were really good on the outside. And it's kind of weird. You hear about Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson talk about him. You know, they've had like interviews like, what do you guys think is the best athlete out of you guys? And they're like, probably Jaxon Smith. Really?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, and Chris Olave, do you not know that you have a fucking rocket up your ass?
Yeah, and it's telling to me that he did everything but run the 40. Because if you were going to tear it up, you're going to run it.
Yeah.
You're going to run it.
Yeah.
So...
But it brings me to this on tape. What I seen, it was more of him sometimes getting to a spot because he knows he's gonna be open, than really like working on his game at times.
I hear you, and you know, they're always outmatched every other team, and most teams don't have 3 corners. And like if he plays against Georgia, maybe they win. Who's your player comp?
I had Keenan Allen, but smaller.
I love the Keenan Allen. I put Pierre Garçon, just a guy who's just kind of... That's a weird one.
I don't think he's good with the ball in his hands.
Pierre Garçon wasn't really that good with this ball in his hands, to be honest. In the beginning part, yeah, I think he's better than what you think though with the ball.
Probably like later on in his career.
Yeah, but I also think he does have the the running after the catch. He's not Debo. So let's be real. He's not Cooper Kupp, but he's good.
Yeah,
he's good.